Hello everybody and welcome back to another video from Little Elf. Right, today I have a fun league deck for you guys. I released it right nice and early so you guys can go straight to grinding league. And it is a tiny deck because this week is very low energy. So let me show you the deck and the cards here. Also, if you played against me in the tiny tournament, you might recognize this deck. It is the one I used. Right, starting off here, we have Portuguese Man of War. A random card in your opponent's hand loses 40 until played, and then on the return, you steal 2 from your opponent. Nice debuff card there. That also got buffed recently, so it's even better now. Great card that is. Hey, Bungia. Your opponent's cards in hand with 3 or less base energy lose 22 this turn. And for every card in your opponent's hand with 3 or less base energy, this card gains 22 until played. Great on a tiny week, and it's massive. It gets massive scores. Especially if you're playing against a tiny deck, which hopefully I will be playing against one. And then the other card that focuses on if your opponent's playing a tiny deck, cloning. All cards in both players' hands lose 22, with 22 or less base power gain 22 until played. This could be really, really good on a week like this, where some people necessarily aren't playing tiny decks, just playing decks with low energy. This card is super strong, especially this week. Binary, your cards wherever they are with 2 or less base energy gain 22 for 4 turns. Nice buff there. Ultrasound, your cards wherever they are with 0 base energy gain 15 until played. If you can see a theme, the cards with 0 are getting a lot of energy so far. Good card that is. X686 Assembly. Your cards that cost 0 base energy wherever they are gain 12 permanently, and your cards that cost 1 base energy wherever they are gain 12 until played. Nice permanent buff there, that's great. Sandcat. Your opponent's cards in hand cost +1 energy this round. Nice little inflation card there, and it's quite cheap itself, which is good. Nice card. European Hamster. The card opposite this loses 22 this turn, and your cards adjacent to this gain 11 this turn. So you always want to play that in the middle, and it's just a nice, good value card. Okay, Thrill Dragon. Your cards wherever they are with 1 or less base energy gain 22 until played. Nice buffer there too. South Pole. This card gains 30 permanently and costs +2 permanently. And for a 0 for 0 card, that card starts racking up really, really nicely. We want to try to get that one out as much as possible. Okay, Tenin, you might be going, what is Tenin doing in a tiny deck? But in this deck, it works because of the energy this week. If your deck has exactly 5 albums wherever they are, you probably all know this, your cards wherever they are gain 10 until played. Oh, if only that was before it got nerfed. Still good, but it's not that good anymore. And, also, great card in general. Shinigami. If it's the 13th turn of a game or before, your opponent's cards, one of your opponent's cards loses 500 power this turn. If it's after the 13th, this card loses 500. You lose 500 power this turn and lose 4 on the start permanently. So you might be also thinking, sorry for my bad explanation, but if you play Q, you're going to be thinking, what is Shinigami doing in a tiny deck? Again, this week, it's going to save me many times. Hopefully we can see during the game. Jade Emperor. If you won the turn, your common, rare, and epic cards, wherever they are, gain 25 until played. Always win the turn with him, hopefully. Well, you should. Christ Redeemer. This card gains 20 and costs +1 energy permanently. IG, your cards with 0 base power wherever they are gain 23 until played, and your cards with 1 base energy wherever they are gain 13 until played. Again, nice buff there. Chaos. We're not going to read that ability because the main thing is if your deck has 5 collections, 9 of your random cards wherever they are gain 23 until played, which is the main thing here. Works with Tenon, and it's a 0. It costs 0, which is great. Lotus Eaters. You might be thinking that's a weak card, but it works for some reason. And on the return, this card gains 4 permanently. It's obviously 0 for 25. And lastly, Sigillium Day. Your legendary cards that have been played at least once this game, wherever they are, gain 18 until played. And your opponent's cards that have not been played this game, wherever they are, lose 18 until played. Okay, let's go into a game. We got a match against Zaphod. I've definitely played you before. I feel like I play you every week, to be honest. No, I think he's even been in one of our videos before. Like, I played against him. Right, it should be fun to see what he's playing. Looks like he's also playing something similar to mine, because his Sandcats just hit my cards. Okay, and obviously if you do want the deck code, it is on the... Oh, I keep getting it wrong. It's on the left of your screen. I'll read it out to you, because this deck is really good. 7 0 F 8 X S. Okay, he looks like he's also playing a tiny deck. Hopefully mine is better though. You see chaos there. It's 21, sorry, not 23. A Shinigami comes out quite early. I'm not sure how I feel about that. We are losing by 72 points, and ideally I want to win all 3 rounds before his cards start to buff up. But we'll see. Okay. Yeah, that's probably better. That's safer. I don't want to lose the round. Okay. Oof, that could have been better. Nice! Shinigami hits the biggest card there. Nice. Okay. Not looking good, actually, so far. We're barely winning, though. Let's see if we can win round 1. Hopefully we can. That would be very good to our position right now. Okay, my binary and my XY assembly comes out. That's good. I don't think I'm going to win the round. Yeah. IG to buff up. Oh, we do beat him. I probably could have gotten away with playing Jade Emperor there. But never mind. I will do better next time. Okay. Yep, so we win round 1. That's good. And please, if you're watching me, do subscribe to my channel. Again, we're doing daily Q videos. So much to look forward to. And on the weekends, on Saturday, I do a fun Q video that is not a deck or gameplay. Okay, 269. Look at that massive score from Fungia there. And I think I maybe should have played that instantly because of that second bit, but I'm not really sure. He's playing Dragon, which doesn't fit in my deck, but is a great card to have, especially this week. Okay. Luckily, Burning's not going to do much this week due to the fact that it's so low energy. I don't want to play Cloning because he's got tiny decks. I think I'm going to hold that one. That is a bit of a risk. Oh, he's got Molecules, which, if you don't know, is probably one of the best tiny cards in this deck, you know. But it is a level up reward. If I had it, I would put it in instead of Cloning. But if you don't have it, don't bother. I say instead of Cloning because if it's really tiny weak, then everybody's already going to play tiny decks. If it's not, then go for it. But I would definitely recommend maybe switch that out if you have Molecules. But otherwise, that is really the only change I'd make. I really tried to maximize how good this deck was. Maybe Lotus Eater replacement, but so far there aren't many at 0 energy. Okay, he also has Chaos, so he's also playing a 5 deck, 5 collection deck, which is good. Okay, I just beat him very well. I said I just beat him, but I beat him by a massive margin. Okay. 1 round to go. I'm not sure if I'm going to win this one, though, to be honest, because his cards are going to start buffing up. I wonder how many permanent abilities he has. Okay, 278. What a score that is, to be fair. 278 is great. Lotus Eater is up to 9. That's crazy, but that's from one of his cards played. He's playing kind of Inflation Tiny, which isn't going to work against my Ultra Tiny, you know? It's kind of, if you want to play Inflation on Tiny Weak, if you play Ultra Tiny, like this deck, not going to win, but if you play a normal tiny deck, then it will win. And then, you know, vice versa. You play a normal tiny deck, it beats the miniature tiny deck, so on and so forth. Kind of like rock, paper, scissors if you think about it. And luckily I've got the winning matchup here. No, I don't want to play Cloning. That would be good. So Gilliam's come out too late to really make an impact, so I'm not playing that anymore. Christ Redeemer, I do hit the best card there. That was up to so much. Ooh, 3. Okay, final round. Could I pull it back? I need some heavy hitters. Ooh, Christ Redeemer might be helpful here. Wow. I think it's GG's. Let's see this. Yeah, I'll play Cloning. I'm confident. Okay. Can I beat him? Ooh, yes I do. I beat him, hopefully. Yeah, I did. Nice. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this deck video. This is what I would play if I was you in the league. It's already got me up to almost rank 1. So, do add me in game if you want some trades. Thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.